Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. By the title of this video, I'm pretty sure you can assume what this video is going to be about. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. That's all good. All that YouTuber shit. Let's get into the video, okay? So I'm going to start a series on my channel, Fuckboy Chronicles, obviously by the title. These are basically just my stories, my experiences with fuckboys. And it's not to make anyone seem bad or, like talk shit about anybody. I mean, if you're a fuckboy, you're a fuckboy, and if you don't want to be labeled as a fuckboy, don't do fuckboy shit. But I am putting this out on YouTube, my stories, my experiences, so you guys out there won't experience as many fuckboys as I did. I think everybody experiences a fuckboy or fuckgirl in their time of dating. I think that's just like a thing that people go through. You live and you learn. You know what to look for in a guy. You know what not to look for in a guy. Red flags, etc. But let me get into this story. So, 8th grade year, middle school, I feel like is the time that you start not experimenting, but like start, talking more about like, sex. And my hair is like, don't want to fucking cooperate, guys. But anyways, middle school is like the time I feel like where you're just like, you're interested in like sex and like girlfriend and boyfriend situations, and you're like, ooh, I want a boyfriend, I want to do this, I want to kiss, I want to do that. And yeah, I was a typical girl in high school. I mean, not high school, middle school. I was a typical middle school girl. I was like, I want a boyfriend, and I want to do all the cute stuff and all that shit. But in 8th grade, I met this guy. His name will be Connor, because I don't think there was Connor in my class. We had, I think in my middle school, we had first period every day. It was weird. So in my middle school, we had first period every day. He was in my first period. So beginning of the school year, we were just like, we were just cool, classmates, mainly because he had a girlfriend at the time. So really didn't pay any attention because, he had a girlfriend. So it was just like, oh, like, whatever. I want a boyfriend. So you're taken. So I'm not going to give you much time. But we were cool, we would talk and we would, joke around, stuff like that. Nothing really too, flirty wise. But then I think towards the end of the school year, during the second semester, Connor and his girlfriend broke up. And so me and Connor started, talking more. We started flirting more. Oh, and I think I left this out. Connor's girlfriend was in the same first period as us as well. But yeah, we started talking, flirting. After a while, we started dating. I was like, I have a boyfriend. Yes. And it was like so great. Then rumors started going around, circling around, saying that, he would be talking to like his other exes before the girl that he just broke up with. Like, he had another ex before her. And he was talking to her and, you know, doing all this fuckboy shit. And, you know, we had an argument about it. Me and Connor talked about it. And, you know how, this is one thing about a fuckboy. When he's, like, caught in a fucking lie, you know how they do, like, they'll just, like, start an argument about it, like, bro, why the fuck you talk about this shit, like, why you coming up to me with this bullshit, like, da da da, like, nigga, you know you just ratted on yourself, right? Because if you didn't do all the shit I was saying, you wouldn't be so mad, but you are mad, so that makes me think otherwise. But yeah, me and Connor, we were arguing for a little bit about that, and then I can't really remember what happened. I think we just, like, you know, I just forgave him, and we just went back to being, you know, honeymoon phase bliss, like, you know, hanging out, you know, doing all the cute shit, and, you know, just being boyfriend and girlfriend. Summer comes, you know, middle school kids, you ain't got shit to do, you ain't got no job, it's Friday, you ain't got no gym. Let me shut the fuck up. But yeah, during summer, Connor would come over my house and we would, you know, just hang out in my room while my mom was at work, and, you know, just watch movies on my little tiny ass little TV in my tiny ass little bed, because I had a twin size bed then. And, you know, that went on for like a couple weeks, and, you know, me and Connor would kiss here and there, but, you know, we never really took it that far as to, like, sex just yet, until one day we gonna get there. But at the time I was like so I'm trying to find the right word. I believed in, you know, no sex before marriage. Like, that was my motto at the time. Like, I was like, if we're dating, then this is the guy I kind of want to, like, you know, be with for the rest of my life, and, you know, all that stuff. You know, in middle school, even in high school, you think that boyfriend is, like, gonna be your boyfriend forever. Like, you're gonna get married and you guys are gonna have kids. And that's kind of my motto was when we were dating, when me and Connor were dating. Like, you know, we're not gonna have sex till marriage, but I love him so much. And my little ass did not know what love is. I don't think you're going to know what love is for, you know, a couple years. I'm like 20s, and some people don't even find love till they're much older in life. But I'm rambling. Let me get back to the story. So one day, you know, Connor came over to my house as usual. You know, we were sitting there watching movies, and then we started, like, making out, you know, initiating some sexy times and stuff, you know. And part of me wanted to, but part of me didn't. And at the time, I was listening to more of the part that didn't. So I was, like, you know, kind of like hinting to him that, you know, I don't really want to do this, you know, no. So I was hinting, you know, I was kind of, like, not trying to, like, be rude about it, but then I was also trying not to, you know, be like, sure, whatever. So this is what Connor did, because Connor apparently really wanted my cookie that day, or just in general. He, like, we were kind of, like, the same height, me and Connor. Like, he wasn't that much taller than me. He stood up on my bed, pulled down his pants, whipped out his dick, and basically he was like, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it. And he, like, while he was doing this, he was like, forcing his dick in my mouth. It's not funny. No guy should ever do that. Like, if you're a guy and you're watching this, don't fucking do that shit to any fucking girl. I don't care if it's your wife of 30 fucking years. Don't be forcefully your dick in her mouth. Like, that is not attractive. That's not cute. But, yeah. He was, like, forcing, like, shoving his dick in my face, and I was just like, whoa. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? Like, it took me off guard. I was just like, whoa, like, is this sex? Like, is this aggressive? What the fuck? And at the time I was like so conflicted, because I was like, my beliefs are not to have sex during marriage, but what if I don't have sex and then, he breaks up with me and finds another girl? And I think that's a lot of girls' worries. And if you're a girl and you're still a virgin and your boyfriend is constantly hounding you to have sex and you don't want to have sex, don't have sex. Like, it's your opinion. Like, he should, if he loves you and he's saying he loves you, he should be able to respect the decision you've made not to have sex. And he needs to respect that decision until you're ready to have sex. Don't lower your standards for any boy, any girl, no one. Don't do it, because I did, and I regretted it. I regret letting my standards down. But, so yeah, I did it because I was scared to lose my boyfriend, because I thought he would be the one I would marry and, have kids with and whatever. And, we had sex. It was so painful. At the time I was like, who wants to have sex? Like, why would anybody want to have sex? Like, this is so terrible. And after that, after that initial time, we, just kept having sex. We have sex at my house, have sex at his house. Me and Connor even did it in a shed one time, and we were just two horny ass, soon to be ninth graders, just fucking, way too young to be fucking. Now that I look back at it and you think about how old you are, and you're just like, girl, you shouldn't have been doing that. You should sit your little thought ass down somewhere. But, after me and Connor had sex, we were continuously having sex after that. He was like, started to notice like little things, like he was texting a lot of girls. And sorry guys, I have like notes here about like the story, because my memory's kind of bad, because like I got into a car accident and it kind of like messed up my memory, so I have to take notes. And that's why this video isn't so detailed. But I found out about more girls that he was, like talking to. I don't know if he was fucking them or not, but, I definitely know that he was like talking and flirting with girls, because I was the crazy ass girlfriend to go through my nigga's phone and check, because after that first time about the rumors about him talking to like his ex, like I always was like, he would go to the bathroom and I'd be like, And at the time, iPhones and Androids weren't this advanced. So, motherfucker didn't need a password to get into your phone. What were those phones called that they flipped up? I think they were called rumors, like phones like that. You know, I think we had those, and you know, you didn't need a password to get into those, so you just boop. So I sure did boop into his phone, seeing this nigga text other girls, you know, talking all this shit, and you know, I let it slide for like majority of the summer. Like, you know, we would argue about it, I'd cry, he'd say something sweet, and we make up, and you know, blah blah blah. And all, and after a while I was just like done with it. Like after, you know, him making excuse after excuse, or you know, empty promises about him, you know, not doing it anymore, not flirting with other girls, I was just like, yeah, this is not worth it. Like, you're not worth it. Like, and that's one thing I want every girl to know. Like, if he's flirting with other girls, or you know, just doing stuff that hurts you, and you let him know that it hurts you and he's still doing it, he is not worth your time. He ain't. He is not. And so we broke up before the ninth grade year started. So when we went to ninth grade, we were broken up, no ties. You know, he could do whatever he want. This motherfucking piece of my fucking hair is getting on my nerves. But he could do what he wanted, you know, blah, blah. We didn't really, I don't think we talked afterwards, because I was just like so hurt by it that we broke up, and you know, I really wanted things to work. Going into ninth grade though, I completely lost all respect for him, because I had a Spanish class in ninth grade. I said 7th grade. And one day after class, you know, one of the guys, he was an upperclassman. I think he was like in 10th grade or something. And, you know, he came up to me after class before I left, like, the classroom. And he was just like, yeah, I talked to Connor, and I heard you give out. So, you trying to do something? I was like, excuse me? I was like, no. And I walked off. And that, after I found that out, that he was going around telling all his upperclassmen friends, like, yeah, I hit her, she's DTF, you know. If y'all don't know what DTF means, down to fuck. But I would hope y'all would know what that means by now. But yeah, I lost all respect for him. How are you gonna go around ninth grade, like, we just started school, like, it was literally like just starting school, and you're already telling people that, like, you know, I'm down to fuck because I fucked you. Like, you took my virginity. You were the only one that I fucked after the fact that we broke up, so I don't see how you would, why would you go around school saying that? So after that, I was just like, man, fuck this nigga, fuck him, all his bullshit that he put me through. I thought he put me through so much. Like, at the time, I thought my world was ending. And now looking back on it, like, I'd be like, girl, why was you stressing over that nigga? Like, and I think everybody should be like that. Like, everybody will be like that. Let me rephrase that. Like, you're gonna be crying over somebody. You're probably crying over somebody right now, and maybe not in a couple months or a year, but eventually you're gonna sit back and be like, why was I even crying over him? Like, he won't nothing to cry about. Like, you're gonna be like, girl, why the fuck did you do that? Like, why the fuck did you let him even see, like, a weak side of you? And that's what I want no girl to do, because I always did that, and I'm just now learning. I'm 20, and I'm just now learning how not to show my feelings to people who don't deserve that. Because not everybody is going to deserve you showing your feelings to them. Not everybody deserves you, you know, being so honest about your feelings, so open about your feelings. That's the word. And, Connor still tried to like talk to me like I think a year, like my 11th or 12th grade year of high school, trying to be like, I love you, I always loved you, and blah blah blah. And I was like, bye, bye. I don't want to talk to you. What do we have to talk about? Nothing. And that's how you gonna be. And that's how sometimes you gotta be. You gotta be like, but yeah, that was the end of my first fuckboy story, how I lost my virginity. Sorry guys that it wasn't so super exciting like some people who lose their virginities stories be, but it's just a simple plain old guy wanted to fuck, so I just let him fuck and I lost my virginity. So, but this Fuckboy Chronicles, there will be more. I don't know how often I'm gonna post them yet. You guys will know that soon. But yeah, keep on watching for the Fuckboy Chronicles because the farther we go, the crazier they go. I promise you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit. And I'll see you in the next video.